Am I on?
Uh,
All right. I don't know if you can see my face, but if you can hear my voice, I'm just gonna keep rambling on because I'm a rambling man.
all right.
Uh, let's see. Number three, Ducks. All right, how are we doing, buddy? Technical
There,
difficulties.
there we go. There we go. We're good. We're good. It's just I need to redo the YouTube. All right, go for it. Go for it. Go for it. So, we're talking about some football. So college.
Yeah, I was getting into a bit of the college rankings. Uh, are you sure we're good on YouTube? Okay,
No,
never mind. Let me.
no, we're not. We're no longer live on the same. Uh,
I'm getting to the next video.
yeah.
Okay, you have UTSA wins 10-0.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Yeah. Go for it. Go for it. Go for it. Just talk. Talk to me.
Okay. So I was going the number three Oregon Ducks. They remained one spot ahead of the Ohio State Buckeyes, as the college committee apparently still gives a lot of bit of that weight back to that Oregon 35-28 victory over the Buckeyes when they faced each other back in September 11th. So that could be like the thorn in like the plans of Ohio State right now. Uh, Undefeated Cincinnati, which is attempting to become the first team from a Group 5 conference to make the playoffs. They remain at number 5 spot after a slim but still large victory, 45-28 win over South Florida. That was on Friday evening. The Bearcats might face one of their more difficult challenges of the season against SMU, Southern Methodist from Texas. So hoping for that upset. It's going to be a home game for the Bearcats on Saturday afternoon. And then, in a more a lighter note, after losing 27-14 to Baylor at Baylor Waco on Saturday, Oklahoma fell 5 spots to the number 13. Oh, and Texas A&M, well, they did a little bit of dropping of their own. They dropped 5 spots to the number 16th overall when they lost to 29-19 at Ole Miss. And I mean, they were okay. I didn't see the game per se. Uh, Obviously, I'm not going to root against A&M, but it's kind of good to see them lose. Thoughts?
Yes. Yes. Very. Ha ha ha
Going
ha ha
back,
ha.
going back to that Oklahoma Baylor game, uh, it was. I saw that it was one of the earlier matchups of the day. I always root for any team to beat any Oklahoma team, and Baylor they delivered. I mean, it was back and forth. I think at one point they Oklahoma tried to put in their other QB Spencer Rattler in for the main guy Williams, who I mean currently is like a freshman, um, just trying to get some things going, and it didn't work. Um, it's the Baylor. I mean, the student section, they were just raucous the whole game, and luckily, uh, luckily, Baylor was able to pull the win. I even saw them rush the field, which is well deserved, I guess. Uh, so supposedly they haven't won against OU in like since like 2014. So it's pretty impressive. Get that losing streak out of the way. And the funny thing was, uh, when they rushed the field, there was still like at least 1 or 2 seconds left in the clock. So
Oh
like all the
yeah.
refs, the players had to like skirt all the student sections to the sidelines. Is the Lincoln Riley, the OU, he was pissed.
Dude, I saw, dude. He was like he was livid, dude. I've never seen a coach so livid like that. But he was just mad that they lost. Like, I mean, it
Oh
was.
yeah, he was mad that he lost. And he was covering his mouth too, so lip readers can't even see all the cussing he was
I'm sure.
doing at the refs. Now the reason behind that, I guess why they didn't like sit on it or take a knee or they took a timeout. I don't know how it was clock stopped. It's just that Baylor wanted to get 3 points out of a field goal because something about like if there's a tiebreak or whatever, like those points actually help if if it comes down to like a close race against, I don't know who they're up against, OU or Oklahoma State. Uh, so okay, that was reason to stop the game and try to get those points to edge out in a tiebreaker situation. And then then the students kept rushing the field, and thankfully it was no players were injured in the rush. But no, well deserved. I mean, the Big 12 like basically verbally reprimanded Baylor and even fined them like 25,000 bucks, chump change. Uh, Now the storyline a few days later is that people are speculating maybe Lincoln Riley of Oklahoma might be interested in the head coaching job at LSU. Uh, I mean, saying maybe
Oh
his view
wow, that's
changed a
actually.
bit.
I was like, yeah, I don't. I can kind of see that. Like, Oklahoma's going through some changes. Um, now what? 2 losses?
No,
One loss. Yeah, one
this is
loss.
their
Yeah,
first loss of the season.
nah, one loss. One loss. One loss.
Now overall, Lincoln Riley's 54-9 as coach of Oklahoma. Uh, Pretty much, he was promoted to replace longtime coach Bob Stoops after the 2016 season. His name has been connected maybe to NFL coaching vacancies, and he had been mentioned as a potential candidate to succeed LSU's current and soon to be former Ed Ergeron, who is currently already out for the season. Riley, he's just 38 years old. He's a young dude. In 2020, he agreed to a 6-year, 54.2 mil contract with Oklahoma and the Sooners. He led the Sooners to already Big 12 titles in each of his first 4 seasons and a few playoff appearances. 2017, 18, 19, Oklahoma's 9-1. I mean, the one loss don't mean shit. They're still in the thick of it for the Big 12 title and aspirations beyond that. As for LSU, I mean, they're still trying to get the things together. I mean, they're not even ranked. Their QB concerns, after Joe Burrow left, like who was the next guy up. So it's definitely not the LSU that was of like the past 3 years. And meanwhile, things are looking up and up, possibly for OU. Not with Spencer Rattler, but under the new regime, their new rookie QB, Williams. There's a lot of high hopes for that guy. They're saying like, why would you leave to an uncertain QB in LSU when you already know like you got the guy of the future primed and ready to go, already winning games here at OU. Like there's success to be made. Uh, I mean, go with the sure thing, which is Oklahoma. I don't know if the money could sway him, uh,
I
but
feel. I feel like. What do you think personally?
I think he's going to stay.
What
Uh,
would you do?
I mean, money's a good thing. Don't get me wrong. And these college coaches, they do have a lot of say so and power
Mm-hmm.
over their staff and everything below that. And I think he's already established a winning culture at OU.
Mm-hmm.
I think if you settle your roots down and, if you're not greedy, and I don't think he is, it doesn't matter what kind of contract they offer from LSU. I
Yeah.
think he's already established himself. He already likes the direction his program has been taking, especially with their new hotshot QB that they got. Uh, probably for the next 3 or 4 seasons beyond now.
Yeah, I saw that. And this, I think, honestly, I mean, I guess it just kind of depends. Also, like at this point, it would like kind of be like like even a family thing, just because you never know how you'd be like, oh, is this better opportunity? Like, are my kids going to school and stuff like that? Because that's like a big thing, especially for coaches. Because NFL is NFL, like you kind of expect not to expect to get fired, but expect to get placed around, like regardless from coach to like player level, even like executives and stuff like that. They don't really stay with. There's very few that stay with the team for a long while. Normally it's like a homegrown team, but it's stuff even like that. You see all these coaches also like in the NBA. I mean, Pop brings up like half of like the NBA. Like half the NBA right now, half of the of the head coaches in the NBA were literally taught by Pop himself. Like, think about that. That's crazy. Like,
Yeah,
dang.
I mean not directly, but
Not directly,
through
but like through a
assistants who later
tree.
become their own head coaches or assistant coaches, spreading out in the league.
Yeah, Belichick doing the same thing. A whole bunch of assistant coaches and coaches coming from under his tree and stuff like that. So I don't know. I think that like in this case for our college, um, it's a little different just because, like you said, there is a lot of power that you can have, but more than anything, um, there's just a lot of like I don't want to say like consistent not like like more structure if you will. Well, I feel like NFL is like really structured just like is like in the game as is, but like for college you have your this you have your recruiting in the summer and you have this and that like it's just kind of like a all right, well I know by this time I need to have my recruitment ready. I know by this time I need to have this done ready. Or like in the NFL, like maybe you have a really good season, so everyone I guess kind of plans to try to make the playoffs, or not even. Not all the teams plan to make the playoffs. So, stuff like that where you don't really, in the NFL, it's just a little, or in college, I think that it's just better for him, like you said, just maybe for him to stay. But, if he has opportunity, I can see why coaches, would just, go from a different, place just to maybe try something new. But I think Lincoln Riley does stay. More than anything, like you said, it's just that he just has a lot going on for him. That's really good for him. And
Yes.
it just whatever works out. If it's easier for him to stay at, he'll probably just stay. Um, or I don't know, maybe they can lure him in, into the NFL.
Mm,
I don't
and not
know.
not easy transition.
It is
You go
not.
from
I
you
mean,
all that power to just maybe a third of that power, and the owners are really the ones who have the final say so on things sometimes in the
yeah.
pros.
So, all right. Well, what else? What else you got for me?
Well, from going from one coach who has promising prospects, either with Oklahoma or LSU, to one coach who's maybe already in the hot seat in barely his first season ever.
God
So,
dang.
Texas Longhorns athletic director Chris Del Conte argued that Texas fans on Tuesday not to splinter or pull apart, but rather support their first year football coach, Steve Sarkisian, and the players during their program's worst losing streak in 65 years.
Damn.
Damn. Uh, Texas, they began the season ranked number 21, but they lost five straight recent, including the likes of this hard to swallow Saturday
I know.
57-56 overtime loss to Kansas at home,
Same thing,
mind
dude.
you.
Same thing. Same thing. Same thing. I told you they can't finish. Dude, they can't finish a game, dude. I don't even want to watch like any other game. I'm like, oh, fourth quarter. I'm pretty sure they're winning. I'm pretty sure they're winning third quarter, right? Right? Yeah.
I'm
Okay, that's cool,
I'm
bro.
kind of
Doesn't
glad they
matter.
didn't even show it on TV. It would have been hard to watch. Now, Kansas, they hadn't actually won
Told
on
you.
the road in the Big 12 since 2008, a streak of 56 games, actually. Texas's skid is their program's worst since a 1-9 season dating back to 1956. Now, the Longhorns, they must win their final
Wow.
two games. They have to win both final two games, one against West Virginia, the other against Kansas State, to even become bowl eligible.
Man.
The athletic director also strongly suggested that Sarkisian won't be asked to make any changes to his staff in the offseason. Sarkisian, he's in the first year of a 6-year guaranteed contract worth about 34 mil. I don't know how
Wow.
that ranked in terms of the price range of top coaches, but I'm sure it's within the top 10 in terms of price range. And a lot of people are like, we paid all this for this guy, and we're in the worst season we've been in like forever. A lot of people are in panic mode. Emotions are running high. It's getting hard to breathe. Now I'm playing. Uh, no, it's definitely disappointing. I'll cheer all my Longhorns through thick and thin. There's the best of times, and currently we're at the worst of times.
Yeah.
I just got to keep the faith, and hopefully we win these both games, because I don't think I can handle us not even being in any bowl game. But yeah, any thoughts yourself on the situation with the Horns in Austin?
I actually saw the game, and oh man, you can only get your heart broken so many times, dude. Like, I don't have anything left, and I feel like it gets broken again.
I didn't see it, but I saw they had to come back from behind.
I saw the comeback. I saw the comeback.
They had a lead, and then Kansas came back to tie that motherfucker, and then they win by 1 point. Damn, I don't believe it. I think it got to like.
Well, they went for 2.
Well, yeah, they gambled and it paid off.
Yeah, and I was like, dude, turn that off. Just turn it off. Like,
I think.
Just turn it off.
I don't know which Kansas player it was, but like one of them was offered like NIL like contracts from somewhere
Really?
for whatever heroics were displayed on that night. So some guy's making money now because of his performance that day. Fuck him. We're the Jayhawks. All right. From one bird that I hate, we'll switch to some birds that we might like. UTSA Roadrunners, what's up?
Oh, yeah.
Shit. Against the rallying Southern Mississippi, they're Golden Eagles. Fuck them. 27-17 final score. UTSA nearly failed by the pressure of being overwhelming favorites. The defense prevented a truly upsetting defeat. Frank Harris, QB, passed for about 227 yards and 2 touchdowns. He ran for 54. And number 15 USA overcame a sluggish performance. They beat Mississippi on Saturday, remaining undefeated. They joined Georgia, Cincinnati as the only other remaining unbeaten FBS teams, following number 8 Oklahoma's loss against Baylor. Roadrunners, 10-0 overall, 6-0 in Conference USA, needed a bit of late defensive stands to avoid that upset against the Eagles. The Eagles were actually 1-9. I think the odds were overwhelmingly in y'all's favor, but they were neck and neck the whole game. I was keeping up with the score.
Yeah,
tied for like most of the game,
and then they pulled away. Yeah, towards the end. But it's because I feel like it was just UTSA just a little bit more nervous, more than because you could tell, when you can tell a team is like a little nervous or whatever.
Or maybe a little bit cocky.
Well, yeah, because they were getting like penalties, they were getting false starts and stuff. I'm like, dog, come on, guys, come on, we got this, But no, yeah, UTSA owned. They played really good. We're actually gonna go see them this Saturday. You might go see them on Saturday too. We'll talk about that after the show.
Oh, what's he talking about? Well, Roadrunners are set up for a showdown against University of Alabama, Birmingham, for the Conference USA West title. UTSA has never beaten UAB in the 3 previous games. The Roadrunners said winning, despite the pressure surrounding a national ranking in the undefeated season, will help them against the Blazers, which I guess is the nickname for UAB.
Yeah.
So I guess it's a home game. If you're saying you got tickets, it must be a home game.
Yeah.
So if you're in the San Antonio area, definitely show your support for the Roadrunners. Historic season. I'm not gonna jinx them, knocking on wood. Continued success. Wishing them continued success. Glad they're inspiring their community over there in the SA, who's always hungry for more and more football. Any thoughts just about them birds, Danny?
They're playing really good. I feel like a big thing about, because they just announced like their coach is gonna get I think it's like a 10-year contract, dude.
Bad way.
Yeah,
money.
Dude. Yeah, he's gonna get. I don't know how much he's gonna get paid, but he's gonna get paid not like very little, Obviously now head coaches are getting a little bit more old, not older, but a little bit more experienced. Like everything is just growing at UTSA. Where like at first it was obviously like a very small school, but it just moved from the WAC to the Conference USA, and now they're gonna be in like that new convergence of leagues or something like that. What is it? What was it called? American something?
American Athletic Conference, the
Yeah,
AAC.
AAC. Yeah. So, but yeah, so it's kind of crazy how how UTSA now like kind of grew from all the way from small. I actually saw that. I actually have a um, you know what? I actually have a ball, dude.
Tell me,
I
talk
have
to
a
me, girl.
hold on. I'll come back right now.
Okay,
But
you gonna search your archives for a ball?
I actually have a ball, the ball from the first UTSA game. The
Oh,
first UTSA game, I have a ball from that, dude. Ballin', dude, ballin'.
yeah.
I might get
There's gotta be a
a
story behind that.
yeah. Well, no, they were just throwing them like it was just the first game and stuff like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So, but
Oh,
it's kind
not
of
like a
cool.
game ball, like a little
Yeah,
souvenir
like
ball.
little souvenir ball, but it has like the
Yeah.
dates. It has the date on
Okay.
it. Yeah,
Okay.
that's actually cool. But that was like the first game. Anyways, so it went from that to now where it's at. We're gonna go. We have to pack the dome, guys. Birds up. I might paint myself. We might do a. We might do. We might do
Paint yourself.
a live. Mezzo Forte Sports live from the Alamo Dome. Oh shit, dude! Imagine. Oh, dude, that'd be pretty cool. We might do like a little live session maybe.
Yes, does.
Before Facebook and all them kick us out.
Awesome.
But no, but yeah, just go ahead and make sure if you are in San Antonio this weekend, obviously, make sure you are there in the Alamo Dome. Get some tickets. They're not that expensive, guys. And I don't know how much they're, like 25, 30, 40 bucks. Um, it's just like your regular tickets. But go ahead and support the team. It's really fun. It's one of the few stadiums, just so you guys know, it is one of the few stadiums in the United States where college stadiums where they allow you to drink. At UT, Art knows, you can't, buy alcohol. But it's just one of those things. It's just one of those, kind of cool things. Go before, like around noon. There is a lot of tailgating. It's super fun. You eat a lot. There's a lot of freebie stuff. HEB, all of them are there. You get a lot of free stuff, a lot of free giveaways. And it is gonna be packed. I mean, it's gonna be the last home game of the season. We are undefeated. We were trying to get a game day to go, dude. The mayor, bro, the mayor like tagged them, dude, on Twitter and Instagram.
Oh.
But they're like, no, but it's Michigan State. Like they're gonna they're gonna do that one.
Yeah, it's all right. You'll get a game day someday.
Yeah.
If the program keeps winning seasons like you all are doing.
Yeah.
No, I mean, obviously, hoping y'all get a very nice, handsome bowl game.
Yeah.
Versus
Sugar Bowl, dude. Sugar Bowl.
Sugar. He's calling it. Danny's calling the sugar.
I'm calling the Sugar Bowl. Cotton Bowl, maybe. Oh, imagine.
Dude, I can see that.
Dude, imagine that. I can see Cotton Bowl, maybe. Cotton Bowl is still pretty. Cotton Bowl's still pretty big. It's in Dallas, dude. We should go.
Let me see.
Hold on.
Conference USA. Usually, like, there's contracts where, like, the winner of conferences go to somewhere.
Bowl game tie-ins. Let's see. There is. Oh, they don't have any contractual.
Okay, they could go anywhere.
Yeah.
Damn. Rose Bowl.
Oh, yeah, right. Okay. Oh, so they can go to. Oh, but this is the. Yeah. Conference. So conference at large. At large is not right. It's not us.
No.
And
don't quote me.
The group of 5. Oh, that at large or for group of 5. I think it is us, dude. Like they can 12 schools. My bad, guys. Oh, and then highest champion from the group of 5 conferences. Yeah. So from the group of 5, we can go to the Peach Bowl.
Chick-fil-A, Peach Bowl.
Peach Bowl. Peach Bowl, because it's the highest ranked champion from the AAC Conference USA, MAC, Mountain West, or Sun Belt. Ooh, motherfucker! Peach Bowl. ¿Dónde está el Peach Bowl?
It's
Oh, it's in
in
Georgia. It's
Georgia.
in Georgia, yeah. Chick-fil-A.
Or PlayStation Fiesta Bowl. It's in Phoenix, Arizona.
Let's see. That's
It could happen.
a group of 5. And then at large.
See where you're looking at. Just shout out to a few of our viewers on YouTube who are showing them Roadrunners a bit of support. We got Natalia over there saying yes, Roadrunners undefeated. You got Poe Ghost says birds up.
Yeah.
You got the Verge Remnant going meet. So we're gonna be packing the dome for UAB, which that's how it should be. I ain't gonna have vocal cords left after Saturday. That is a valid super fan out there, Poe Ghost, showing them birds some love. You too, man, Danny. If you go to the game, you're gonna paint your whole body. I don't believe that.
Oh, oh no. Oh yeah, Peach Bowl. So we might get. So just reading up on it a little bit more. So we either go to the Peach, Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, or the PlayStation's Fiesta Bowl now.
I knew it. It's the PlayStation 5.
PlayStation Fiesta Bowl. It's in Arizona. That's not that far.
The PlayStation 5, Call of Duty 5, PlayStation Bowl.
Well, it was called
the Tostitos Fiesta Bowl.
And then they changed it to Vizio.
For a brief time, yeah.
And then now PlayStation. So.
Yes, that's Xbox. What's up? Where's your bowl game?
Let's see. Nah, Sugar's for
it's a SEC team.
SEC and Big Ten.
Big Ten.
Big 12. Big 12. Ah, dude. Big 12 isn't gonna get it. Who's gonna be the Big 12 champion? Oklahoma?
Probably Oklahoma, or Oklahoma State, or maybe Baylor. I think those are the top 3 in the Big 12 right now.
And SEC it's probably gonna be Georgia.
Georgia, Alabama, fighting for that top spot.
Wait, they play next, or when do they play? Oh, they don't play this during the regular season.
No, because it's the West and the East.
Yeah,
I guess they don't play every year.
They don't, yeah.
Because otherwise, there's gonna be a lot of fights. Yeah, there'll be some bad blood at those games.
Yeah, so we'll figure that part out. All right, bro. Let's go ahead and just go right into some pros, since took a good chunk in there. We'll just do some previews, see what's going on. So talk to me, bro.
That's right. Week 10 already came and went for pro football. A bit of a recap. There was some upsets. I know it started, last Thursday. Even when we were on air, we saw the Dolphins facing against the Ravens. I think he had Jacoby Brissett as the starter for the Dolphins. He gets injured. They bring back Tua, and he earns maybe his spot back. He helps rally the Dolphins at home, 22-10 against the Ravens. That was already like an omen for the weekend.
I was like, dude, yeah, it's all over the place, kind of like Cam shit.
That's coming up. Yeah, Cam returning back to the Panthers since 2019 after he left, and beating the Cardinals at Arizona, mind you. And I think his first 2 plays, one was a touchdown throw and the other was a touchdown run himself. So Panthers, they definitely got a lot to celebrate. That was a quality win. Washington surprised everybody, beating Brady and the Bucks 29-19.
Dude, yeah, dude. Everyone when they play Brady, they play him extra hard. It's just one of those things,
Yeah. I mean, I didn't have a lot of players fantasy wise. I think, was it Simeon who's a quarterback?
Yeah,
for Washington.
Saints.
No, sorry. It was Heineke for
Oh, for
Washington.
Washington, yeah, Heineke, yeah,
Yeah, dude was emotional after that win. He beat
yeah.
Brady. That's like
I
I don't
mean,
know, like the
I
equivalent of a
mean,
basketball player beating on Jordan.
like, god
It
dang.
could happen every day, man. He was saving that win. I mean, yeah, Antonio Brown didn't play, but still, you beat the Bucks. You definitely did a good job on that Washington football team. Um, Aaron Rodgers came back from that whole debacle with COVID and whatnot. It wasn't an impressive win, but it was a win. 17-0. I know Pete Carroll was pissed. A lot of missed calls, in his opinion, went against the Seahawks in what was Russell Wilson's return to play after messing up like his thumbs or whatnot. So definitely, there's a bit of struggling out there in this uh, for the Seahawks. I had high hopes for them, but no, they lost the Packers. Uh, it's the what is another good game? The Titans and the Saints. That actually came down to the wire, man. It was 23-21 in favor of the Titans without Derrick Henry. We mentioned out for the season. But no, Adrian Peterson filling in some good minutes. Uh, it's the Tannehill. I mean, he's finally, connecting with Julio Jones, and that could be a dark horse out there in the AFC, man. The Titans, don't sleep on them.
I was gonna say, dude, I mean, because you're like, oh well, they don't have Derek, right? Or Henry, or whatever. But
Their best weapon, yeah.
But I mean, and they don't have Julio Jones either.
Okay,
yeah,
messed up there.
Yeah, he is out on IR.
Okay.
I don't know for the season, but he's in IR, so he's at least for 3 weeks. So, but the biggest thing is like the Titans can do is take away, bro. Like very maybe not necessarily that way, but kind of like the Cowboys, where they don't necessarily create pressure, like in the D line or anything like that. They don't really rush the quarterback as much, but they create turnovers, where they force it, whether pick or strip or stuff like that. But I don't know. I think it's gonna be. I think it's because it's like right in the middle of the season, dude. So like everyone's hurt right now. Everyone,
Yep.
it literally like football is almost a game of dice. Like it literally is whoever is the healthiest at the end of the season. So you know, like half of the time. Half of the time, that's what it is. I mean, look at the Packers. Like the Packers can make a run, the Rams can make a run, the Cowboys can make a run, but they get they get one couple. Sorry,
That's all right. Better out than in.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that was a little sudden, but I think someone gets hurt. Robert Woods got hurt, right, from the Rams.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, Danny, but they could just insert Odin Beckham. I was like, okay, no. Like, he still needs to...
Easy.
I mean, he still needs to learn the offense and everything. I mean, it's not like,
they had to slow down the pace of the game so he could kind of keep up with these new play calls. Otherwise, they would have probably been, like, more efficient.
Yeah. And that is something that you have to deal with. Now, like, the Rams are trying to make a run. All right, well that's good. But a run most of the time involves like a team not only being prepared for injury but like being able to handle them. Because it's just the thing. Like you see, like you were saying, like now the Bucks, everyone's hurt. Brady's pissed. And there was a lot of like false starts and a lot of discipline stuff they were talking about it. I don't know if you saw.
For the Bucks, yeah, I mean, I didn't see, but in reading,
Bruce Arians, what he said. So just so you know, he's like, no, well, it's because this team's dumb. Like these are actions of a dumb team. And that like that shows it's direct correlation to like the coaching. Like it's stupid. We're stupid or something like that. Like god dang, like really like that.
Super Bowl defending coach calling his own team stupid,
bro. And then they had to. They're like, oh, okay, no. They're like, oh, let me ask. Like, oh, they asked Brady about because Brady was pissed. He was already pissed. He's like, okay, well, whatever, blah blah blah. He was, he's professional or whatever. He won't like, But then towards the end, they're like, oh, what about what your coach said that you guys are dumb and stupid, like or whatever. And he's like, well, we can't even run a play, so. And he just walked off. Dang, dude. He literally just said the same thing. He's like, well, yeah. Like, you can't even run a play. Like, ah. So people are like criticizing him or whatever. I'm like, dude, honestly, it's Tom Brady. Like, he's like Kobe. He's like MJ. He's like one of those, where it's just like, uh, you know, uh, Tom Brady can do. I mean, and people, will talk smack or whatever, but he can't talk like that, to a teammate or whatever, just because, or to the team or whatever, just because he's just that competitive. I feel like it's just the competitive side where he's like, obviously you're not gonna go, 16 or whatever, or 17 now, I guess, and but you rather not play like that. That was pretty bad. I had him for fantasy, that mofo. Yeah, he only got like 16 points, 19 points. God, he had like 2 picks, I think.
It was definitely one of his worst in the Buccaneers uniform.
Yeah.
Hard one to swallow there. But in
But
terms of other hard losses, the Browns. What the hell? Yeah, they lost Odell Beckham Jr. that they weren't even using, but what the hell, man? They lost 45-7 against the Patriots.
God.
Was it that the Patriots are that good or the Browns that bad? That is the Big Mac
Big
Jones.
Mac Jones, dude.
The guys beat that cat can ball, man.
Bro, like, why is he having like the most success out of all the rookies, bro?
Rookie.
God dang.
I don't know, man. But it's definitely exciting football. Speaking of exciting, Cowboys are back in the winner's circle after that embarrassment last week against the Broncos at home. They host the Falcons and they just give them a whooping. They don't even get 3 points. And it was a field day for our DBs. I think I don't know how many picks the game must have had. It must have been like 4 more picks off of Matt Ryan by like 3 different like defensemen. I think Diggs. One of them got a pick 6. It was everything that needed to be right with the Cowboys after that embarrassing loss. They were able to bounce back, rebound, compose themselves, get back to winning and having fun doing it. Everyone was just all smiles. Jerry Jones could care less because he's a fucking billionaire. He's up there in his like skybox. Yes, yeah, another win. I could see more zeros in my paycheck. But no, it was definitely great to see Dak in full form. I was kind of worried that they kept him in the game too long because, like, dude, we're up by like 4 scores. I don't want to see him get hurt. And he ran it in for a touchdown himself. I was good. Don't do that.
I was
bro.
like, dude, when
Slide.
he did that, I was like, oh, dude, he's gonna get hurt again. Like, I literally
for real.
Like, I literally saw it. Bro. I was like, bro, don't do that, dude.
I was gasping.
Now you're 40 mil, dude. You're 40 mil. 40 mil can't be running around like that.
No, you cannot.
But
no, definitely good to see him win, rebound. I think next week they host the Chiefs or they play against the Chiefs. I want to say,
yeah. I think they might host the Chiefs.
Well, whether on the road or at home, they're going to play the Chiefs.
They play at Kansas in Kansas City.
Nice. Well, the only good thing, well, not only good thing, it's a good quality win, the confidence booster going into that matchup with Kansas. Now, speaking of confidence boosters, what happens when you're almost on the cusp of getting your first win of the season and have it completely stripped away from you, and you end up with a tie game? And this ain't like European football where ties are normal. This is American football. They ain't supposed to know ties. Well, we got one. Lions and the Steelers had to even go to OT, tied that mother trucker 16 apiece. I was kind of rooting for for the Lions to keep losing. I was watching it with my dad. He was hoping the Steelers would lose. Well, we both got our wish because both teams didn't get that W. So Lions are still looking for their first win of the season. Technically, they're 10. No, they're 0-1 and like 9 or 10.
No, they're
So that
0-9-1.
there you go. Excuse me. They got that dreaded one, and so the Steelers that one, that tie. Don't like it. Ugh. Just Christian. It's weird. It's unnatural, but it's fun. It was funny. I mean, kicks were missed. Easy makeable kicks. I think it was raining at some point, so maybe that had to factor. But man, Detroit's been cursed. Already the most cursed team of the whole of all the others. I mean, at least the Jaguars have been winning a game or two. I mean, they could have beat the Colts. I mean, it was 23-17. It was not impossible. Uh, I feel for you. Sorry, Detroit. This is definitely not your year. Maybe baseball next season or basketball, but definitely not football. Uh, I mean, the Bills, they did their job against the Jets, 45-17. The Panthers, you want to talk a little Cam Newton? The
Actually,
return.
I actually want to go back and talk Cowboys.
Oh, okay, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Rewind.
I was like, we kind of skipped through that, but we really
I
can't.
went off tangent. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Cowboys. Let's give the people what they want.
So I think they're going to the Super Bowl.
Oh!
I don't think the Rams. Well, I think that's the NFC Championship. The Rams Cowboys.
I like it.
I think they're going to the Super Bowl. I never said they're going to win it.
Oh, man. I don't like it. Say they go.
I don't think they're going to win the Super Bowl, but I think they can go. The only reason why I don't think they can win a Super Bowl is because I don't think they have the coaching for it. Because Super Bowl becomes like very situational, very like weird, you know. When it gets to get into like playoff football and stuff like that, by that time, you know, you're gonna be already defined as as what type of playoff team you have, who's gonna be your playmakers, and everything like that, so they can, strategize against you a lot better. AFC, you have who? Who do you have from the AFC? Just the Bucks, I guess.
No, Bucks are NFC. You got the Bills.
I'm sorry, the Bills. Sorry, the Bills.
The Bills.
Wait.
Titans.
Yeah.
Bills, Titans, maybe the Chargers. I want to say, and that's the Chiefs if they could come back in the second half of the season.
I want to say, probably in the Super Bowl from this year. It's. I mean, honestly, I can see either the Bills or the Titans, bro. I mean, I can see Derrick Henry coming back. I mean, he put the team on his back, bro. Like, last playoffs. That's the only reason why I can see them maybe make the deep run. But other than that, I can just see the Bills doing it. They just have an easier road.
Yeah, easier road. They're at full strength, supposedly.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what the timetable is for Henry. I thought he was out for like the entire season, then postseason. Surgery. I don't know, somewhere on his foot. But no, I give the edge to the Bills. If it was a Bills Chiefs matchup, I'd say the Bills are the hot hand at the moment. But the AFC is looking pretty good. I think they got like, I don't know, 5 or more teams over 500 in the win-loss column. So they're looking pretty strong out there in the AFC.
And I think that more than anything that the Cowboys do have, because they have really good players at key positions, right?
Yes.
Like you have, obviously Dak. You have your
Zeke and Pollard, tandem running back.
And that's a big thing. First, let me just give a quick shout out right now. Let me just do a little quick, I guess, announcement or whatever.
Okay. Let it out.
First of all, Zeke Elliott, it's probably the most important player in the Cowboys.
Okay.
Like that.
Would you care to elaborate
Danny,
on?
he doesn't run the ball. No. He fucking pass protects to you. He takes on blitzes. So what people don't understand is, what does running backs do? Oh, they just run the ball. No, they don't. They pass protect. You guys know what pass protection is. Casual fans might not, but regular fans, obviously super fans do. So whenever a running back or a quarterback, drops back, that's what, 5 offensive line protecting them, right? Sometimes a tight end, sometimes 2, sometimes a halfback, but those are really rare. Like, we don't have those anymore. Or the fullback.
Yeah.
But mostly it's the running back behind him, right? So he hands it down to the running back, or he throws the ball. So what the running back does normally now is sometimes maybe goes to the side to like kind of get a little pass or whatever, get a couple yards just in case, right?
Yes.
But a big thing that they also do, if there's going to be a deep throw, they need a little time, is to pass protect. So the running back acts as if he got the ball and then picks up the blitz. So it's like 5 guys. So they go in 6. So a 6th guy is free. So Zeke goes in and blocks him. Gives like Dak enough time for him to throw the ball. So that's been happening a lot more and more often. And people are like, oh, Zeke can't run the ball and stuff like that. I feel like his pass protection is more, like, maybe he's not the most important player in the Cowboys, but I think he is one of the biggest influential just because of that. Just give, and you know how NFL is like an inches game, a seconds game. For a Dak to be able to receive that one more second, or knowing that like, oh dude, the blitz is coming, pick it up, bro. All right, and then throw the ball, stuff like that. It's just, people are like, oh, just get rid of Zeke and just get Pollard. I'm like, bro, no offense, but Pollard cannot pass protect like that. Like, he'll be able to run. He can run, yeah, but he's not gonna protect no. He'll protect like against a corner or something. A little corner blitz. I got you, bro. But like a D end, like a NFC, right? Aaron Donald running at you.
No, he would get.
Like say
Henry.
Yeah, say he gets breaks free, right, from from the offensive lineman, and he goes at him. I mean, I'm sure Zeke won't be able to stop him either, but he'll be able to like either I don't know about chopping him, but at least get in the way, right?
Yes.
So stuff like that, where like I think that's very important and very misunderstood from the actual just regular fans, where it's just like, well, he doesn't have a lot of yards. Like, he doesn't have a lot of yards, dude, but it's just like the overall structure of like how the team is run. You have your on your defense, you have Michael Parsons. He's having a rookie of the year. Honestly, he truly is. I expect them to maybe be like defensive rookie of the year or something like that. I don't know, whatever it is that they have, but and also just like Diggs, obviously you guys know he's the brother of
younger brother of Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, Stephon, yeah,
wide receiver. Little brother's on defense though.
Yeah, but his brother's on defense. Yeah, and it's crazy because like he was actually a receiver as well. But they switched them in high school or college or something like that. I don't know when they switched them, but he ended up getting like obviously a very good well, now he has a really good reputation as a ball hawker, and
he's got instincts.
He does. So obviously those takeaways are going to be very important for come the playoffs. And even though they might not be, I feel like the Cowboys aren't able to necessarily keep up with like high powered offenses, but yeah, I feel like they might be able to disrupt them enough so where you might not be able to necessarily rush the quarterback and might necessarily get to Brady, but these receivers aren't gonna get a lot of yards, or you're gonna get a couple box in the middle and stuff like that. So just, I don't know. I feel like the Cowboys do have enough for them to make a Super Bowl run. I don't necessarily know if they'll win the whole thing. Um, but I can totally see them in the NFC conference, championship conference. For them to make a trip to the Super Bowl. I don't know. It's. What do you think?
I like their chances. If everyone can remain healthy, they have all the necessary pieces on all the different positions, both offense and defense. Uh, I mean, you got no confidence in the coaching. Well, I mean, uh, I like how our offensive coordinator, the young dude, I keep forgetting his name. I mean, the dude, he'll think outside the
Este,
box. He's
my God, I know who you're talking about.
young guy, yeah, pretty young for an offensive coordinator. Very unconventional, thinks outside the box, not afraid to take risks. Um, but no, I like how we're kind of catching our stride, especially this rebound win. And now
Oh, Kellen Moore, Kellen Moore.
Kellen Moore, excuse me, Coach Kellen Moore. Uh, now the new test is the Chiefs on the road.
Yep.
Can we sustain success at one of the more loud, hostile like stadiums around the league? Um, that should be exciting to watch. And then after that, we have the thanks. I think it's the Thanksgiving Day game um, in about 2 weeks' time on a Thursday night football. So it's a short turnaround. After the Chiefs, they got very little rest to prepare. I'm not sure if it's a home game or away uh, on that Thursday night Thanksgiving, but I like their chances, man. Playoffs for sure. NFC title game, it's not impossible. And the Super Bowl itself is just a matter of being healthy, and confidence can be up there. I definitely like what I see in our young defensive guys. That's something Dallas hasn't been known for in a while. It's just having, these hunters on defense
Mm-hmm.
who can straight up, get the pick six and like bob and weave like their receiver with like receiver type speed. Oh, it's fun to watch.
Right. Well, we'll do. We were gonna do the um. Was it
Due to
super?
time constraints.
Yeah. We're gonna do the superlatives for baseball. We can do that next time.
Okay, what Dan is referring to
Oh
is
yeah.
currently we're in the thick of awards week for Major League Baseball. We already had a few winners come by in these past few days in the forms of the Rookie of the Years, the Manager of the Years. We're going to have the Cy Young Awards for the best pitchers. That's going to be announced tomorrow. And then the collective American League MVP and NL National League MVPs will be announced Thursday. So I'll forego talking about the winners and prospectives until Thursday. And that's pretty much, we should already know who the winners are for them MVP candidates.
There you go. Yeah, we have everything already uh, set up. But what do you want to do next? You want to do basketball?
I think we can end the evening on some basketball talk.
Nice.
Now there was some pretty good games going on today and over the past few days.
But
But, but I mean, I don't know if it's 9, but we're 10, and as the old standards, 10 o'clock means we're officially Mezzo Forte Sports after dark. That's right, Mezzo Forte Sports after dark. We're unedited, unregulated, unrated, uncut, and we're just straight up gonna be talking a whole lot of shit talking. But no, we're having fun. I'm sipping. We're like, what are we sipping on in terms of adult beverages? I got some Coors Light. Not coincidentally,
nice.
the sponsors of the Longhorns. For some reason, the Coors Light they sponsor the Longhorns. Fuck me.
I got my Fanta. Obviously, you guys know what's
Oh, Fanta.
Fanta
Coke
Orange.
Fanta Orange. Nice. Cokes
Can be
and
sponsored. Want some more sponsors coming soon? Fanta Orange coming soon.
Oh,
For real. Maybe some Taco Palenque. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe they'll
You know
sponsor us.
who should be a sponsor and is doing pretty well, branching out into other states, is Whataburger, Danny. I hear they got
Okay.
one in St. Louis, Missouri, I think, or maybe somewhere in Kansas, somewhere in Missouri.
Dang,
I
that's
think
what's
St. Louis,
up.
Missouri. I think Patrick Mahomes, formerly of Texas Tech. So yeah, I fucking love Whataburger. He loved Whataburger. He's happy that the residents of Missouri, I think St. Louis, they got their own location. I hear like they're open maybe today or tomorrow. Line was already around the block. So
Wow.
those folks are about to taste what a true burger is. Fucking
Yeah.
hell.
Yeah.
Fuck your Shake Shack.
See if you guys can even eat it, finish it. In fact, that's a challenge. That's a challenge, guys. I want to challenge to have you guys finish that Whataburger. If you guys have Whataburger for the first time in your state, make sure you finish it. Yeah, that's right.
Triple meat and everything.
The whole thing.
Oh, okay.
Some jalapenos and cheese.
Yep, you're gonna learn.
Man, I'm hungry now.
So those lucky folks out there in St. Louis, Missouri, getting a real taste of Texas, Whataburger style.
Yeah. It's like, man, what is this? What a burger.
For real. So no, yeah, that's our After Dark segment. It's fun, right?
Yeah.
So I wish cheers to y'all at home. All of the nice comments we've gotten, people showing their love and support from them Roadrunners on our Twitch and YouTube, Instagram. If y'all go to the game, definitely maybe send us some pictures
Yeah.
or videos. We'll see if we can post them.
Nice. Do it. All right.
Is this a sign for the runners?
Yes.
Honolulu.
Yes, Honolulu all day.
All right. So yes, we're gonna talk about basketball. We got a couple of games that are going on today. One of which could potentially even be a preview of the NBA championship itself and the Warriors Nets. The game's already over. The Warriors were able to edge out the Nets 117-99. Now there was a bit of they weren't 100%. Each team wasn't 100%. I think it's the Nets. They didn't have their swingman Harris because he had left ankle injury. They had a few days back. They didn't have Millsap for personal reasons. That was Joe Harris, sharpshooter Joe Harris. But no, as expected. I mean, Durant played. I think he led all scores for the Warriors. The Nets. No, actually, it was Harden. Harden had the most points with 24. Durant played second fiddle with 19.
Whoa. Dude, it's because, man, if Kyrie wasn't gone, dude, I don't know. It's crazy how, it's crazy how in basketball, obviously in every sport it matters, right? It's a team sport. It's not just a one-player sport, but, like literally, dude, one player is keeping the balance in a conference. That's crazy, right? Like, think about it, because, like, if Kyrie wasn't hurt, like, for the series, Harden, whatever, I mean, it would have blown through the Bucks. Blown through them. The Bucks put a pretty hard, or the 76ers put a pretty hard series, so I don't know. That would have been, either way, but I just hate the fact that, like, Kyrie's just, he's just like, nah, I don't know. I guess, you gotta respect everyone's, decision, I mean, not to get political or whatever about, vaccine stuff, but more than anything, for me, it's just kind of like, I guess as a fan, it kind of sucks, because you wish, you see the best players against the best players, and I don't know. I feel like the Nets would be like they would make a really good run, and I'm a little biased because Patty Mills is there.
Well, without Kyrie Irving, who was the third man up between Harden and Durant scoring the most points, well, it was their small forward Bruce Brown. Where the hell is he? I don't know, but he's getting the minutes.
Yeah, there you go. That's all that matters.
And the likes of the Warriors, they had a pretty good all around. all but one of their starters were in double figures, led by Curry's 37. I mean, the dude can drop like 20 in a quarter without even blinking.
Yeah.
Wiggins, surprisingly, Wiggins. Remember that guy?
The one that comes
He
up and down the roller coaster.
he had like some good threes in this game. He had 19 solid 19 points. He was second in scoring. Uh, I mean, the dude. I thought he was kind of like overrated in his Cavalier days.
Yeah.
Like Nambe Wiggins, what's he gonna do with the Warriors? He found his role now. He's a good role player. Uh, I mean, Green, he's in good health. Can't wait to see what they could do with when Clay joins the roster. They're gonna run the tables, man, in the West. I mean, they're not even like dark horses anymore. Like they're very well in that race.
Yeah, I know. I think the Warriors are making the West. That's my pick, my early pre whatever pick.
To
Um,
make the Western Championship, to
no,
win it, or
win
just to
it.
be in
Yeah, to represent them in the finals, straight up.
it.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not even giving anyone a chance. Well, I'm
Fuck
not,
the
dude.
Lakers. Fuck
Cause
the Suns.
I feel like Curry like now more than ever, because people are like, oh, you're second fiddle to KD. Oh, you weren't. Yeah, you didn't really lead your team, whatever. Like, when they played LeBron, they only won one championship.
True.
And I'm like, well,
Or you
so,
can't do anything without Durant on your team.
yeah, like stuff like
Oh,
that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, and I feel like, I mean, literally, obviously, this team is like goes if goes to where Curry goes. Go as Curry goes. My bad. Um, like you know, at first you're like, oh, maybe in Clay and Draymond. No, no, like this is Curry's straight. I mean, it's always been Curry's team, but like it's so they're so depending on him now. Just because of more anything because of momentum. And you know how like in basketball, momentum swings matter a lot. I mean, dude, especially like how Curry can just unlimited range you. Like, dude, like one,
mm,
two, three, four threes. Like, god dang, that's like it's super frustrating. As a player, you're like trying to defend this dude from like half court. Like, god dang, you know.
yeah.
So it's like what can we do? And I feel like the Warriors just right now. Obviously, we'll see how it all turns out. I think the Lakers. I mean, I don't even know what the standings are right now. Honestly,
It's a little too early to tell. Well, not too early to tell, but like they're kind of meaningless because each night, like somebody's gonna leapfrog over somebody or fall two or three spots below another team. They're like, I mean, I'll get the rankings once a week,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
just to give a little picture. Uh, of who's the top in the East, who's the top in the West. Uh,
But it is too early. We're only like 14 games in. Obviously, the Warriors only lost two. They've won their 12 games. And right now, obviously the big teams the favorite teams in at the beginning, the Clippers are 8-5. The Lakers are 8-7. So, dude, the Rockets, bro, they're last place. Guess what they are?
you just said last place.
Well, yeah, but what's the record?
Oh, I don't know, like 0-13.
1-13.
Oh, I was close though.
Yeah,
Who was that
goddamn.
one to? The Pelicans.
You know what? I'm gonna check. Where is he?
That's okay.
Against the Thunder.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thunder.
Thunder also like they're in right now
They're not
they're
that
in
good
yeah they're in 11th
at the moment.
place. I mean with Spurs on 13th. Yay! Look at 13th.
13th floor. Oh shit, who said that? Dumbass.
Yeah. So I mean I don't know. I feel that I don't know. What do you think, dude? Like, and then from the East, nombre, from the East, the Bucks are where
I don't know. I think like
they're like 6-8,
three.
dude. God.
A little bit hangover from the championship, getting their shit together.
The Knicks, the Hawks aren't doing good either, which they're in the playoffs.
That's true.
Uh, the Wizards are 10-3.
Surprisingly, got rid of that dead weight, Russell Westbrook.
I mean, Kuzma.
The
Yeah,
Coos.
we have Bradley Beal. Oh shit, they have the Herald.
Montrezl Harrell.
Manchester Herald. They sell Bertans. I was hoping they would like cut him or something so we can pick him up again.
No.
Yeah, they won't do that.
Okay.
Yeah, but either way, I mean, it's kind of crazy how like, yeah, you're saying it's too early. It's a little early, for us to kind of think about, but we just gotta kind of start thinking more than anything towards the, where it's like kind of like the identity, I guess, if of the team. You know, you have Rudy Goldberg over here fighting. You know, dudes on the court. Did you see about that? Did you see that?
I heard it was a bit of a skirmish, and he downplayed it afterwards.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, on the court, that's not a place for like a children's fight. A fist fight. I mean, tempers run high.
Yeah.
Sometimes hard fouls demand retaliation. Uh, I don't know. Rudy Gobert is maybe he's just trying to look good in front of the fans.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it's kind of like it's like okay, dude, you're say, oh, my bad. You're cool, dude.
But speaking of Gobert, he and the Jazz are currently facing off against the 76ers currently at the moment. His team's up by 63 to 47, more or less in the almost closing of the second half. Uh, Not bad. Very good. I think he has 18 points, 10 rebounds.
Dang,
And the
that bro.
dude's the beast. Defensive player of the year honors. I mean, that guy is a solid dude as a starter. Uh, but the real game that we should be watching is the Spurs as they play them Clippers. It's,
Yeah.
it's getting a little bit close now. The Clippers only have just like a 5 point lead, barely in the second quarter. I'm trying to look for it on TV. I don't know what network is currently playing it or not. Now the Spurs, like you said, they've been a little bit of slump of late. Um, San Antonio's 4-9, 13th in the Western Conference. Clippers, meanwhile, are 8-5, sixth in the conference, the West. Paul George, remember that guy?
Yeah.
He's leading Clippers into the matchup with SA. He's third in the league, averaging about 26.5 points per game. So the dude's got his confidence back. I mean, Kawhi, who must not be named, maybe he was hogging up all the stardom. Clippers are 6-3 against Western Conference opponents, ranked fifth in the NBA, 15.6 fast break points per game, led by Terrence the Man, averaging 3.2 fast break points. Spurs are 1-7 in Western Conference play. Oh, and San
Oh.
Antonio's 2-6 against opponents over the 500 mark. Uh, a bit of top performance. Paul George shooting 35.7% beyond the arc. 3.1 made 3 pointers per game. Screw him. And then Reggie Jackson's doing some things. DeJounte Murray of the Spurs averaging 18.4 points per game, 7.8 rebounds, 8 assists, 2.1 steals for the Spurs. Dude's like a Swiss Army knife of basketball skills. And who's the second fiddle? Maybe it's Devin Vassell, averaging 2.3, made 3 pointers over the last 10 games. Maybe trying to take up that sharp shooting spot that Patty Mills held all these past seasons as a 3 pointer. Still shorthanded with our big guy, Jakob Pertl, day to day, health safety protocols. Jock Landale, day to day also with health protocols, and Zach Collins with an ankle injury. So it's just we're not
Yeah,
100% in all these matchups, and some of them, come down to the wire, like the Dallas game that happened a week ago. All these are winnable games, man. We're not getting blown out. We're just lacking a few pivotal pieces. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, it's just I mean, a lot of people I've been trying to not go off on people on all social medias, because people are like, "Oh no, we suck, fire pop, fire everything." I'm like, dude, it's the same thing. Like, what do you guys want? What do you want? Like, do you want the ice cream cone? Do you want the ice cream sandwich? You can't have them both. You can only have one. You can only have one candy. You can't have two. Like, so the Spurs either develop and lose, get a good pick, and maybe win in the future, or they can try to win and lose all the time. That's it. There's no other choice. There's no other magical, like, instantly option that we're gonna get. No, bro. Ya se acabó. It's done. You know, the Spurs we're chiflados. We're spoiled. You know, fans. You know that we won all the time. You know,
all those seasons.
They're bad. You know, for being so successful. But that's just the bottom line. We're gonna lose games. That's okay. You see Lonnie Walker develop. You told me he's getting better. You know, they so you know that you have, like you're saying, Patty Mills is gone. Who do we have? Who's the most corporate knowledge guy? DJ, Murray. I mean, literally. It's Derek White. I feel like Derek White still hasn't broken out of like that shell, I guess, that he has. He's pretty good defensively, but still, Jacob Porto was doing good before he got down. But Eubanks is doing a really good job. So it's just the teams are. I mean, you gotta get stuck with it, dude. Like I was listening to this guy on the radio. Is like Spurs fans like, oh no, the Spurs, it's gonna be fun until they start losing. Then how fun is it gonna be a fan? I'm like, then you're not a fan, dude. You're not. You have to stick with your team. Go ask the Cubs. Go ask the Cubs. Go ask, bro. Ask our one of our contributors, Seabass. He's a Jaguars fan. I mean, the bright light that is now, Trevor Lawrence always obviously, right? That's where we're kind of, obviously it's a different sport and a different situation or whatever, right? But that's what we're kind of looking for. We're not gonna find the next Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili. It just doesn't work that way. We might not even find the next, current superstars like John Morant or Zion or whatever. We might not. But we're gonna find someone, or we'll develop someone as we go. We have to lose, dude. I mean, that's just the bottom line. We had a, ascension and dissension system or whatever. That'd be different, right? But now, it's like, well, right now, on chat, people forget that, they pop, they get stuck. Like to coach, sometimes you get stuck with, bad teams. Like sometimes they're just bad teams, and you're gonna have to work with it. I mean, we saw that, right? When DeMar came into the Spurs or whatever, they wanted they were trying to. They're like, oh no, they're trying to lose. No, they're not trying to lose, dude. They got DeMar DeRozan for that. Obviously, he wasn't wasn't a good piece for them to win in the playoffs or anything like that. But that was their goal. Now, okay, yeah, that's it. They're essentially kind of going with draft picks and start develop their own players. Uh, but I think that like just being a fan, being a super fan is really just not just sticking to your team, not just knowing facts and history and stuff about your team, but also sticking with your team, in the bad times and the good times, but just kind of knowing, what your team kind of needs, because it's so easy to fall on the whole like, nah, Spurs suck or Pop sucks, or no, it's because Pop, or people talk about like Pop's politics and stuff. Like he's focusing more on that. I'm like, I think that at the end of the day, just developing, especially in the NBA, developing and just really just not just developing your own self, but developing a team. Team chemistry takes a while, and that's why sometimes obviously the Spurs haven't won in a while, right? But when they did win, it was just because of a team that was that had a very big, nice core. Obviously the big three, right? But also had complementary pieces, like a lot of support,
Complementary
complementary
piece,
pieces,
supporting
and
cast members.
supporting cast members that would really they really knew their roles. I feel like this team um doesn't they haven't really defined the roles yet, which is fine. But as maybe this year, towards the end of this year, maybe next year, you'll start seeing it. So we're like, all right, guys, this is the guy. Because people are like, oh, we don't have a guy. Dude, they're all professionals, bro. They can all score. Like, they're all supposed to win. Like, don't give me this bullshit ass reason. Like, es que, no, they need a superstar to score. Todos, they can all score. They're all professionals. So, shut up, please. You know? That's just the bottom line. You know? Like, if you couldn't play in basketball, you wouldn't be in the NBA. So, that's just...
Hey, you mentioned it, man. The Wizards, they don't have Russell Westbrook. Bam, they're like 13 and like
Yeah,
one,
there we go. Yeah.
the best in the East. They don't. Who's their main superstar?
Yeah.
They don't need one. Each guy takes up the slack.
And
That's one guy.
And I think like, and I think that once because these are hungry guys, dude, and it's a young man's sport. You know how like we're talking about like the the AAA was it AARP Lakers or whatever, where like they're just older, right? And I think at the very beginning of the season, even at the very beginning of the playoffs, if they get into the playoffs or they get into the playoff or the play-in or whatever,
yeah.
Regardless of, at the very beginning, I think it's not really gonna matter. Once you start getting deeper into the playoffs, maybe even deeper into the season, then you're gonna see it. Like you're gonna see your John Morants, your Zion. Maybe not Zion's right, but your John Morants, your
Devin Booker's.
Your Devin Booker's, like your even kids from Charlotte Hornets, ball kid, I don't know, just like athletic guys that were like young athletic guys where it's just like, dang, that guy is way faster than me, and Carmelo's not that fast. Dwight Howard, I mean, come on, dude. Rondo's good, but he's not that fast anymore. So it's like I feel like that's what's gonna happen. Like once you start getting deeper into not just the playoffs, but the season or whatever, you'll start seeing like, oh, okay,
They'll figure out each other team's like Achilles heel.
Yeah,
like you said, Lakers older roster. Bam, run the speed, always run.
Yeah,
you
just
can't
run,
catch
run,
up
run,
if you
run,
keep
run.
running.
Yeah, no half court sets, everything full court.
Yep.
Like, imagine doing full court for like 2-3 quarters straight, man. Pobrecito Carmelo.
Yeah, you play the Nuggets. What do? You send your bench player to go pick a fight with Jokic. He gets ejected. Bam, your team can win after that.
Boom. Be careful with his brothers after the game.
Oh yeah.
All right, guys. Anything else? All right.
No, just wrapping up on this Tuesday evening. Spurs are, they're still not that far behind. They still got 2 more quarters to go. It's a West Coast game, so like if you're a night owl, I mean you can watch the end of that game. Just hoping for that W. But no, looking forward to coming back on our Thursday show. We're gonna talk a lot more baseball, maybe sprinkling a little bit of hockey in there, and a preview for some of the.
We're also gonna do Euros for soccer. We're gonna do Euros, CONCACAF qualifiers, and just like MLS and Liga, just overall news.
Yeah. So no, we definitely got a lot more to talk about. Hopefully y'all can join us on Thursday. Thank y'all for joining us this evening and all of our crazy banter. This bar talk. I mean, we're not pros, but we love just shooting the shit, talking about these games and all these teams. So glad you could join us for that. Everyone out there, a salud. Cheers to y'all. Danny, take it away.
Nice.
Our closing arguments then. The defense rests. No further questions. Go ahead.
All right, guys. So thank you so much for chilling with us in this episode. So All right, guys. So thank you so much again. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and YouTube. Check out our podcast coming soon on Apple Podcast, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Want to thank so much to all of our sponsors. Music provided by Studio 13th Day, as well as some graphics by Tasmagoria. This is Danny PMD. How's everyone doing? You have a good night. Signing off. Later, everyone, and bring your homework.
Thank you, Dan. I don't have a listen of the day, but promotional consideration brought to you by Devil Dog Detailing. If you're in San Antonio and you want your car's interior like a brand new, this guy will work like a dog for you. That's Devil Dog Detailing. Devil Dog! Out there in San Antonio. Remember, sports are great, but mean nothing without y'all, the fans. Until next time, folks, this is episode number 80. Be cool, stay safe, and keep on listening to Mezzo Forte Sportz. Of course.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Good night, everybody.
Wait. Oh, yeah. All right. Wait, no.
Way.
I think they can still hear us. So.
Oh, bitchin'.
I don't know.
Go Runners, go Runners.
Dude, if the Cowboys go to the Super Bowl or like the NFC Championship, you want to go to Dallas or what?
Shit.
Dude, the tickets?
Scalp tickets just to get into the
couple grand. I need to take a 401k loan for a couple grand. Dude.
This is not a Cowboys tickets. These are Miami Dolphins tickets. Hard Rock Cafe Stadium.